Hello, Harry Potter.
So what you in here for?
We are here for grammar, English. We are here to speak phonetics. Today we are going to be talking about propensity. We are going to be talking of proclivity, eagerness, yearn, urge, relish, hankering, demand, gusto. We're going to be talking of avidity. We're going to be talking of adore, zest, test, ouch, ache. Hey. Grammar would be. Hello, welcome to another session with Babyologymums. We're nothing but super moms. We're always willing to learn and unlearn. And that's why I want to plead with you to follow our Instagram page, follow our YouTube page, Babyologymums. Yes, that is where we talk about parenting, nutrition, motherhood. And we so prioritize the first 1,000 days. And don't forget, at Babyologymums, we're nothing but super moms. And we will go any length and we will do everything humanly possible to give our children nothing but the best. Because we understand that nutrition is the greatest investment you can give to any child. Today we're going to be talking about something very, very sensitive, very, very important. A lot of mothers are affected. You know, it has gotten to a point where this thing has started to affect our mental health. We're beginning to feel like, are we not super moms anymore? Are we not doing it right? Where are we getting it wrong? You know, it's bothering you. As they bother you, it bothers me, because when people come to me and I'm receiving over 1,000 complaints, and 995 out of the complaints is all about this simple grammar of propensity, proclivity, eagerness, urge, relish, hankering, zest. We will be talking about appetite. Your baby's appetite, your toddler's appetite. Why is your child having poor appetite? What has caused your child having poor appetite? When people talk about appetite, another thing they want to think about is multivitamins. So that brings us to the key topic of today. Does your multivitamins work for your baby's appetite? There's a difference between the theoretical definition and definitely there's a difference between the practical. How many appetite boosters have you bought? How many times have you gone to the hospital and your doctors have had to prescribe supplements to you? Is it working? Why is it not working? What should work? That is what we're going to be talking about today. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Babyologymums, and here we give you nothing but the best. As a health and wellness coach, as a nutrition specialist with 18 years in the practice of child nutrition, our specialty is pediatric nutrition, child nutrition, neonatal nutrition, gastroenterology nutrition, dermatology nutrition, OBGYN nutrition. We've seen cases of mothers having problems with their children eating. But today we're here to help you unravel this mystery. What affects your child's appetite? At what time is your child's appetite affected? There's so many factors that affect your child's appetite. So when you're talking about appetite, the next thing you should be thinking about should not be buying a supplement, because supplements are not going to help your child alleviate his or her appetite. We have underlying medical conditions that could affect your child. Stress also affects your child. Health being generally, well-being of the child generally affects. Taste indifferences. You love mango, your baby does not like mango. All of these things, you have your personal preferences. Your baby has his or her own personal preferences. And that is where we talk about the policy of KYC. How well do you know your child? Know your child policy is very, very important for every super mom to practice. It is a relationship where you spend time feeding your baby, understanding what your baby likes, the taste that your baby likes, what your baby doesn't like. Developmental phase of every child also determines and also affects a child's appetite. Your child is growing, your child is in the teething phase, the child can have an appetite issue. If your child is dehydrated, your child can have an appetite issue. If your child is feeling unwell, your child will have appetite issue. When your child is transitioning to toddlerhood, your child can have appetite issue. When your child is going through the formative stage of dental growth and development burden, your child can have appetite issues.
Okay.
And what's definitely the solution? Everybody always wants a solution. But like I always tell you, my babyology customers, we cannot provide a solution without identifying the cause of our problems. So today we've talked about the underlying cause of our problem. So before you go into any pharmacy to pick up a supplement to boost your baby's appetite, I want you to first check, dot the lines, and be sure that your baby is well, your baby is not dehydrated, your baby does not have any underlying medical issues, your baby does not have any underlying nutritional issue. When you factor all of this and your baby, you've been able to identify what your child's taste preference is, then you know whether your child is hungry for food or your child is not hungry for food. Now, let us talk about the super money gulper. You see this supplement or multivitamins, they gulp our monies a lot. Do you know that I've seen that in my field of practice? I have realized that a lot of mommies rather spend so much more buying multivitamins than spending so much more feeding their babies on age-appropriate meals. Continue. You are at home, you are blending all sorts, you are cooking all sorts, you are trying all sorts, using the child as a catering practical, telling us that you like this, so you're giving your child this, not understanding that it is not only the carbohydrates and the proteins that your child needs for development and growth. Your children need most of their vitamins and their minerals to ensure optimal growth and development. Now, when you're talking about multivitamins, multivitamins can be used to address vitamins and minerals deficiencies. If you're feeding your child and your child is not getting enough minerals and vitamins, you need the multivitamins to boost the efficacy of what you're feeding in low density so that there can be a balancing in the minerals and vitamins that your child needs. And these are vitamins like the B complex, the vitamins like the vitamin D, zinc. We've talked about zinc on our YouTube page. If you have not checked it, please check it, watch the videos, and always ensure that you watch these videos back to back so that they can be your natural pathway or guidance towards doing the right thing. Now, your vitamins play important role in bodily function, meaning that it plays important role in body metabolism and functioning of smell and tastes. So a lot of you do not understand that smelling food, perceiving the odor of food, and having a good and healthy taste bud also affects your child's appetite. Let's talk about deficiency and appetite. Deficiency of vitamins leads to loss of appetite. So once your baby's body is deficient of key mineral nutrients and vitamins, definitely it will lead to appetite failure. Now let's talk about multivitamins and appetite. That question, I'm throwing it back at you. Harry, ask them, does it work? Does the multivitamins work for the appetite? It will work for 1 day and not work for 100 days. Your multivitamins would not do magic when it comes to appetite. What affects your appetite? Like I said, stress, ailments, nutritional deficiencies. It affects appetite. Babyology moms, babyology moms. How many times did I call you? Your grammar is too much. What is the solution? The solution is very, very simple. And that is where we talk to you about feeding your children on balanced diet. And that balanced diet has to still be under the structure of what we call the RDAs. Recommended daily allowance of nutrient intake, recommended daily allowance of vitamins and minerals intake. Whilst you are paying attention to proteins, you are frying egg, you are boiling egg yolk, you are giving fish, you are giving this. Do you understand that without minerals and vitamins, these nutrients cannot be processed by the human body? We have some hormones that regulate this appetite. It increases your child's appetite. And these are the likes of the neuropeptide. Why? We have the insulin. Yes, we have the cortisol. When you're talking about insulin signals appetite and it helps your baby to have this level of satiety. Okay. Now we also have the pancreatic polypeptide. And you'll be wondering, hey, grandma, where do we get all of this from? We also have the ghrelin hormones that helps to improve your appetite. And all of these are definitely included and infused in the quality of cereals that your kids are taking. The quality of cereals, the quality of foods that your babies are taking is very, very important. It's extremely important. All of these things, you get them from your protein sources, from your fiber sources, and all of that. And that is why Babyology is there to help you structure your baby's meals, give you the necessary cereals at the right age, at the right time. When your baby is teething, we know the right cereals to give you. When your baby is dehydrated, we know the right foods to give you. You know, we are an all-in-one. Call me Chief of Errands. You see that I am practicing my title. I am carrying my title with all dignity. I am carrying the title that you gave me with all joy. And I'm never reluctant to give you any support that you need. And that is why you need Babyology Wellness Clinic. You're free to visit our wellness clinic, book a consultation session, and we have a team of experts. We have our pediatricians here, we have our pediatric nutrition consultant here, we have our maternal health consultant here to attend to you. And if you feel you need to go to our physical store is First Capital Plaza, Okwebi, Ikeja, Lagos. And then if you know that you are far away, you can also chat our 080-8366-1791 number to book a consultation, virtual consultation session, and we are here to help you. So now you understand what is affecting your baby's appetite. So before you run to that pharmacy to go and buy the appetite booster, trust me, if your body is deficient of minerals and vitamins, it is not going to work. When you begin to infuse it through your sources of diet, your multivitamin is called a booster. It does not provide for what is deficient. It boosts what is available. So you do the work, your multivitamin will help you to a certain level. But when you're talking about boosting your baby's appetite, trust me, the hormones need to be active. And these hormones can only be active through your child's diet. I'll see you some other time. I'm sure you enjoyed your episode. I'm sure you really enjoyed this session and you have learned and unlearned something. So before you start holding your appetite boosters responsible, or before you start buying, or before your doctors tell you to be buying, tell your doctor that you already spoke or you've already heard from a nutrition and health wellness expert, a consultant of 18 years, and she has told you that when your baby eats right and you identify the underlying key factors why your baby is being cranky, your baby is being nauseated, your baby is shying away from food, all the grammars that I gave you, the zest, the zeal, the enthusiasm, while your baby is not eating, is just a very simple and practical thing, and that is feeding your babies at the right time, at the right stage, and at the right phases of their life. I'm going to sign out now, but before I sign out, do me a favor, share this video to somebody. We are doing this because we need to help a lot of mommies break the chain of poverty. And what is that poverty? Information. Lack of information can make you poor. So it is not only money that makes you rich. Lack of information can also make you poor and do what you're not supposed to do, and you feel less of a woman or feel less of a supermom, and we don't want you. Don't forget, as a mother, your dignity, your strength, the love for yourself, and the ability to praise yourself and say, yes, I'm doing it right, is one very important in boosting your confidence. I'll see you some other time. Stay tuned to this platform and we're giving you nothing but the best.